and on the back you have that single camera setup. Now, I've talked about this camera a lot, and I think in my opinion, this camera is probably one of the better camera sensors that have held the test of time. I just talked about the iPhone 6 camera yesterday. It really wasn't that great, I'll be honest. It was like okay for the most part. I talked about even the iPhone 5 camera. That was good at the time. Galaxy S6 came out the same year. I think the LG G3 or G4 came out the same year as this. This camera, I think from that time, is probably one of the better camera sensors of that year in my opinion. And for sure, with that 12 megapixel sensor, you can do 4K videos. It still performs extremely well in my opinion. The video quality looks great. And honestly, like, it's not the best looking camera, obviously. If you're trying to compare this to iPhone 11 Pro or iPhone SE2 even, those cameras are going to be far better. Even with the Galaxy S20, Galaxy S10, these phones are going to be having better cameras. But for the iPhone 6s, for it to be, such a well-rounded device, and for this phone to still have software updates, we look at the Galaxy S6, we look at the LG G4, those devices are not getting software updates anymore. Nobody's really talking about those phones except for me, really. And the fact that the 6s is still even somewhat relevant, and especially relevant in the software department, is something that is really, really important. And even with iOS 14, we got software improvements for the camera in that software. We have the ability to now change the video resolution in the camera now, and that is something we didn't have before. We have that capability now, and again, another really awesome thing that we have. And shout out to Apple for doing that. We have a 5 megapixel camera on the front. We can shoot 1080p videos on that, and overall a solid camera in my opinion. Definitely, like I said, not the best camera, not the best looking camera, especially on the front, but I still think it was a huge improvement from the predecessor. And I think even now in 2020 it holds up okay. I'm not gonna say extremely well because I say it all the time. It holds up okay in a 2020 sense. So in terms of the camera sensors, that really pretty much covers it up. I think I talked about it quite a bit.